There's a $4 part on your Volkswagen right now that's quietly deciding whether you spend nothing this year or 4,000. It's not making noise, it's not throwing a light, it's just sitting there, aging, doing exactly what it was designed to do: fail slowly and take 3 expensive things down with it when it goes. That's the thing about German engineering. Everything is connected. Every component leans on the one next to it. So when one small piece gives out, it doesn't fail alone. It pulls the whole neighborhood down with it. A cracked hose starves the coolant system. The engine overheats. The head warps. And now, the $12 fix you ignored in March is a $4,000 invoice in July. Mechanics see this every single week. Same cars, same owners, same story. It was doing that little thing for months. I figured it was normal. It was never normal. It was a warning, just a quiet one. So today we're going through 10 tiny problems VW owners dismiss all the time. The weird smell, the soft click, the stain on the driveway you keep meaning to look at. Every one of them is cheap to fix right now and brutal to fix later. Let's start. Tip number 10. The 4 drains nobody knows existed. Your Volkswagen has drain tubes you've probably never looked at. 2 at the sunroof corners, 2 more below where your windshield meets the hood. They're about as wide as a drinking straw, and every day they're catching leaves, roof grit, and that black sludge that forms when pollen meets rainwater. Nobody cleans them, so they clog. Then water starts going where it was never meant to go. Not a flood, a seep. Down the pillar, along the door seal, into the carpet padding under your feet where it can't dry out. The first sign isn't a puddle, it's a smell. That faint, damp basement thing on humid mornings that's gone by noon. You crack a window and blame the gym bag in the trunk. Meanwhile, under that soaked carpet sits wiring, connectors, and on a lot of VWs, a control module bolted straight to the floor. Water and modules do not negotiate. Now you've got phantom faults. Windows that forget auto up. Locking that works 4 times out of 5. A warning light that shows up Tuesday and disappears Thursday. The shop chases it for hours and comes back with the verdict: corroded harness, water damaged module, carpet out, interior apart, $1,200 to $3,000. Most of it labor. The prevention costs nothing. Open the sunroof, pour a little water into the front corner drains, and watch. If it runs out behind the front tires, you're fine. If it pools, feed a trimmer line down the tube and it clears in about a minute. Twice a year. Spring and fall. Cheapest insurance on this entire list. Tip number 9. The $50 part that destroys a seal you can't reach. Bolted to the top of your engine is a plastic housing most owners have never heard of. The PCV valve, crankcase breather, same thing. Its only job is to let pressure escape from inside the engine. It's plastic, it lives in constant heat cycles, and on a lot of VW 4-cylinders, it starts failing somewhere around the 80,000 mile mark. When the diaphragm inside splits, pressure stops venting, and pressure that can't leave has to go somewhere. It goes to your seals, specifically the rear main seal, the one sitting between your engine and your transmission. The early warning is almost nothing. A faint whistle or suck sound at idle. A rough idle that smooths out once you're moving. Maybe a check engine light for a lean condition that some people just clear and forget. Ignore it, and the pressure keeps pushing until the rear main seal lets go. Then you've got oil dripping from between the engine and gearbox, low oil warnings, and a repair that requires dropping the transmission out of the car to reach a seal that costs about $20, $2,000 plus, and almost all of it is labor. The valve itself, around $50 to $120. Bolts to the top of the engine. Most people can do it in an afternoon with basic tools. If your VW is past 80,000 miles and idling rough for no clear reason, check the breather before you chase anything else. Tip number 8. The stain you keep walking past. That small dark spot on your driveway isn't nothing. On most VBWs, it's the valve cover gasket, a rubber ring that hardens with heat and starts weeping oil down the back of the engine. $10 in parts, maybe $200 at a shop. Ignore it, and that oil runs straight down onto everything below it. It eats through serpentine belts. It soaks the alternator. It cooks onto the exhaust and fills your cabin with that hot, burning oil smell you've been pretending not to notice. Then one morning, the belt shreds on the highway, And now you're replacing the alternator, the belt, the tensioner, and the gasket anyway. $1,500 because you didn't want to deal with a stain. Pop the hood after a drive and look at the back edge of the valve cover. If it's damp and dirty, you've already found it. Tip number 7, the battery you replaced wrong. Modern VWs don't just take a battery, they have to be told about it. There's a control module that tracks your battery's age and health, and it adjusts charging voltage based on that data. Swap in a new battery without registering it, and the car keeps charging it like it's the old worn out one, so it overcharges every day, quietly cooking a battery you just paid for. You'll see the symptoms and blame everything else. Start-stop that stops working, flickering interior lights, random electrical warnings that appear and vanish. Do this twice, and you're not just killing batteries. You're stressing the alternator and the voltage regulator, and those don't cost $180. They cost $800 and up. The registration takes about 2 minutes with a basic scan tool. Any independent VW shop will do it for next to nothing. If someone swapped your battery and never plugged anything in afterward, it wasn't done. Tip number 6, the cabin filter, no body changes. It's a paper filter behind your glove box. $20, 10 minutes. Most owners have never touched it, and once it's fully packed with leaves, dust, and damp debris, your blower motor has to fight for every bit of air it pushes. That's when things start getting expensive. The motor works harder and burns out. Airflow drops so far, the AC evaporator stops shedding moisture properly, and now you've got mold growing in a place you cannot reach without pulling the dashboard. You'll smell it first. That sour gym sock hit every time you turn the fan on. Blower motor replacement, evaporator cleaning, dash partially out. $800 to $2,000. Change the filter once a year. It's usually 2 clips and a slide-out tray. Tip number 5, the coolant cap that costs you an engine. Nobody thinks about the coolant reservoir cap. It's a piece of plastic with a spring inside it, and that spring holds pressure in your cooling system. Pressure is what raises the boiling point of your coolant. Lose the pressure, and coolant that should hold at 250 degrees starts boiling at 210. The cap seal hardens. The spring weakens. $20. Now you're losing a little coolant every drive as steam. Not enough to see, just enough that the level creeps down and your engine runs hotter than the gauge admits, because VW gauges are damped to sit at 190 until things are genuinely bad. By the time the needle moves, you've already been running hot for weeks. Aluminum head gasket, gone. $3,000 to $5,000, sometimes a whole engine. Squeeze the upper radiator hose when the engine is fully cold. If it feels soft and empty instead of firm, your system isn't holding pressure. Replace the cap first. It's the cheapest test on this list. Tip number 4, the click you only hear in parking lots. Turn hard into a parking space and listen. If you hear a rhythmic click, click, click that speeds up as you accelerate, that's a CV joint, and the joint isn't what's broken yet. What's broken is the rubber boot around it. A cracked boot slings grease out and pulls road grit in, and once dirt gets into a joint packed with grease, the bearings inside grind themselves down. A boot and a repack is a couple $100. Drive on it, and the joint wears until it fails. Best case, you're replacing the whole axle. Worst case, it lets go while you're moving and takes out the transmission housing on its way out. $1,200 to $3,000 plus a tow. Next time you're near the front wheels, look behind them at the accordion-shaped rubber boot. If it's split, torn, or there's grease flung across the inside of your wheel, you caught it in the cheap window. Tip number 3, the part most VW owners don't know exists. The water pump on a lot of VW 4-cylinders isn't driven by a belt on the front of the engine where you can see it. It's driven by the timing belt, buried behind covers, deep in the engine. And on many of them, the pump housing or impeller is plastic. That's the part nobody knows about. It doesn't fail with a warning. It doesn't leak politely for a month first. The impeller cracks, coolant flow stops, and the temperature climbs faster than the gauge can tell you. Sometimes it seizes and takes the timing belt with it. And when a timing belt fails on an interference engine, the pistons and valves meet each other. That's not a repair. That's a new engine. Here's the fix. Every time the timing belt gets changed, the water pump gets changed with it. Same job, same labor, maybe $150 in extra parts. If a shop ever quotes you a timing belt without a pump, they're saving you $150 today and setting up a $5,000 bill later. Ask for both every time. Tip number 2, the fluid VW told you would last forever. For years, VW called the DS ATG, an automatic transmission fluid lifetime fill. Owners took that to mean never change it. What it actually meant was lifetime of the warranty. That fluid carries clutch material, metal shavings, and heat. Around 60,000 miles, it starts breaking down. The mechatronic unit, the brain of your transmission, depends on clean fluid to shift with any precision. The early signs are easy to explain away. A jerk from second to third, a slight hesitation pulling out of a junction, a shudder at low speed you tell yourself was the road surface. A fluid and filter service runs $300 to $500. A mechatronic unit or clutch pack replacement runs $3,000 to $6,000. Change it every 40 to 60,000 miles. Whatever the manual says about lifetime, ignore it. Tip number 1, the light you've been living with. The check engine light, steady, not flashing. It came on months ago. The car drove fine, so it became part of the dashboard. Here's the part nobody explains. That light isn't one warning. It's one bulb wired to hundreds of possible faults. It looks identical whether the cause is a loose fuel cap or a misfire slowly destroying your catalytic converter. And a misfire is the one that ruins you. Unburned fuel goes out the exhaust and into the cat, where it superheats and melts the honeycomb inside. That's when you start feeling it. Sluggish acceleration, worse fuel economy, a car that just doesn't pull like it used to. The ignition coil that started it, around $60. The catalytic converter it destroyed, $1,500 to $3,000, and on some models more. Every one of these 10 problems had the same shape. Something small, something cheap, something quiet, and an owner who decided it could wait. A code reader costs $20. Plug it in, read the code, and you'll know in 30 seconds whether it's the fuel cap or the thing that's about to cost you $3,000. That's the whole difference. Not money, not mechanical skill, just knowing which small things aren't small. 10 small things, and every one of them warns you before it turns into a bill you'll remember. The owners who spend the least on their Volkswagens aren't lucky. They just pay attention to the quiet stuff, the stain, the click, the light that's been on since spring. Go check one thing this week. 5 minutes could save you thousands. This is Volkswagen Hub, where we keep these cars running long past the point most people give up on them. Which of these have you dealt with? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.